Purr. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is episode 33. It's a power number, girl.
Is it really?
What, 333? It's like the repeating numbers.
Oh, even like 22.
22, 44.
I did not know that. That's very interesting.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have a power number or an angel number? Do you believe in that?
I do believe in angel numbers because there's some moments where I'm like, I look at something and I'm just like, wow, great time, great timing.
Great time. What is your angel number?
My angel number that I usually see are a lot of 777s and 222s.
Ooh, my angel number is 4, which is just 4.
Yeah. Number 4?
Yes. Every time I see 4, I'm like, I'm supposed to be here right now.
Wait, like, does that count like when you count like if there's like 4 of something?
Yeah. Or sometimes I will see like the 4, the numeral code, like it's like letters.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll see that and I'm like, I'm supposed to be here right now. Do you have a story on why yours is 7?
I don't know. I was just very captivated just because I was born on the 27th of 1997. So it just kind of like I just kind of went with it, and then it kind of just became my like guidance.
Period. Mine is 4 because everything that had equaled to it was 4. Like I remembered when I was in 3rd grade trying to figure out my angel number, and my birthday is the 31st.
Yes.
3 plus 1 equals 4.
Yeah.
And I was always number 15 in class. So I was always, because of like in numerical order, I was number 15. My class was F15, and it was a math class. And I remembered one time we were doing, I don't know why I have a long
Now you're doing math.
I don't know why I have a long ass, and it would just be like a full page, and you're like, everyone
just bubbling.
Just does
Yes.
it as fast as they can.
Yeah.
14, 15, 17, like
like the math. Yes.
Yeah, and you turn it over really quickly to let bitches know, like,
oh. Because there was a time limit.
There was a time limit. So I remembered it was literally 5 minus 1 equals 4.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, that's like 15. Like 1 minus 5, it equals to negative 4.
4, yeah.
But it's still 4.
Yeah,
so I was like, period. It's 4 because everything in my life equals to a 4.
That makes sense. That's so cute.
Yeah. Anyways, that long ass story for what? Cue in the intro. Bretman to Earth, Earth to Bretman. Girl, you already know who it is. And we are back.
Hello.
Miss K and I are giving very much yin and yang today.
Yes.
What do you know about the yin and yang?
I just know they're a balance of something between good and bad, or like good versus evil kind of thing.
I love that yin and yang ends up becoming like the story plot of a lot of like animes.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Because I feel like, is it season 1 of Avatar where it was like the moon and the sun, like the moon lady?
Because of the water.
Yeah.
The water, yes.
It's always a yin and yang.
With the fishes, because they said you can't have one fish because there's like 2 fishes. Like the Aquarius.
Yeah.
When
the moon died.
Yeah. The water became to like,
I actually can't wait for the live action season 2. I
2
know
and
you
3
don't
and
like
4.
it that much.
I do.
Girl, you were talking so much shit, Kiefer.
I watch it like, well, I do say they've like, from like a person that watched the whole anime like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things like that they kind of missed out on, but I'm like, okay, whatever. They have to make it make sense because the cartoon is very like all over the place, different like, what is that called? Like missions?
Yeah.
Like side missions?
Remember when I would literally like tease you for watching Avatar all
yes.
the time? Because it's Miss K's like comfort show. Like if Miss K's having a hard time sleeping, she'll put Avatar on.
Yeah.
But I would always make fun of her and be like, I'm sorry, I'm like above that.
Yeah,
like,
she's always like, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah.
I'm actually a grown adult. But also I was projecting because I never watched Avatar as a kid.
It's such a good show.
No, I watched it because I was doing my nails one time. I take so long doing my nails. Don't do my nails right now. And I had played the real one, the real life,
the Netflix
live action.
One. Yeah.
Because JR had told me to watch it, which is my brother. And I was watching it and I'm like, this is giving. It was, I actually like watched it in one day.
Yes.
And then I told you about it and you're like, oh, the cartoon is so much better.
Yeah.
And then I ended up binge watching the cartoon, and I'm like, yeah, it is a lot better.
Because like the cartoon is like more happy, fun, positive.
Yeah.
And then the Netflix show is like kind of like very dark.
Yeah, I think the reason why I like Netflix, the IRL one, the in real life one, is it makes it look like it's possible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the cartoon, obviously it's cartoon, but when people are actually like playing it and they're bending these elements,
Yeah, and you're
I'm
like
I could do that, girl. Like, I actually could do that.
Yeah. You could be a great Azula girl.
Oh, what would your
Earth.
Yes. Oh, should we ask the question of the day early today?
Okay, we can.
We usually ask a question at the end of every podcast. We just started with a couple episodes today, but I want to know, what element do you guys think you would
belong
bend?
in? Yeah. Wait, do you know why I started watching the Avatar? This is such a random conversation, but
I know, why are we talking about this?
It's because in the Philippines they had a show called Encantada. And then they had Earth, Fire, Wind, and Air.
Yes.
And then I found that show and I was like, wow, this is interesting because it played with the elements.
I love Encantada.
Yeah.
I remember.
I was always the Earth girl.
I was always the water girl because I always loved their outfit, and I say that with even Wings Club.
Yes.
No. Tinkerbell. I also am in the water fairy.
Oh,
I would be
Miss
a water
Silverness.
fairy also. But in the Avatar world, and if I'm being realistic, I feel like I would be
Fire.
an avatar.
An avatar.
I feel like I am the chosen one.
She said, I am not one, but all.
I'm all. I'm everything, everywhere, all at once.
I could honestly see that. You have the energy for it. I feel like you could be the avatar because you're very well balanced like the water. You're very fiery like the fire. And you're very down to earth like earth. And you're very like just going with the flow.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what
air.
I'm saying. I would be an avatar but born in the Fire Nation.
Yes. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
can see that, yeah.
Like how Aang is born in the air.
Yes.
And Korra.
Miss Korra's water.
So that means if there is a third avatar, which I don't know.
It has to be
I've
Earth.
heard rumors.
Yeah.
But the next one is supposed to be set in like the near future, like in 2023. I mean in 2030, something like that.
Really?
Yes, and it's supposed to be, well, this is what I just saw on like TikTok, and I think it was probably in Twitter too when this whole thing was going down. But I heard that there was a new animation for Avatar, and it's gonna be obviously about the next Avatar, which is in the Earth Nation.
Yes.
And it would be set in like in the future. So it's very like gadgety.
Because
like
Korra was very in the present.
Yes, and remember how who was the girl that couldn't see?
Tough.
And she invented metal bending.
Yes.
So because in the future there will be a lot of metals and technology would be advanced.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how.
Yeah.
Because he'd probably like bend like wire. He could probably bend like if you're bending metal.
But it's known to know like a lot of
where does the earth element end?
Yes. No, but in the Avatar, I feel like non-Avatar can bend other elements. Like you know how like some fire people can bend lightning.
Yeah.
And some water people can play like blonde or blood or like the seaweeds inside the water and like the stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of Avatar can't really do other things because they're focused on the 4 elements itself.
Yeah.
And they master that.
But Korra invented.
No.
Oh, she didn't invent shit?
No, she didn't.
Oh, she mastered blood.
No, she didn't. That was Katara.
Oh my god. I'm getting all of it.
Yeah.
Also, I will admit I did not finish Legends of Korra yet.
Okay.
So
that's
maybe
fine.
Let me
cute.
shut the up about that. I did only watch season 1, so let me shut up about Korra.
That's just my theory though.
What?
The Avatar can only bend like the 4
elements, but not like additional elements.
Yes.
Let's think.
Yeah. Because you know Bolin
yes.
was earth, and then he can bend lava.
Yeah.
And then the Zuko's sister she's a fire, but she can bend lightning.
Yes.
And then one of the water tribes, like one tribe is like they live in the swamp.
Yes.
So they create like the vines because there's water in them. So yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why are we talking about
I
Avatar?
don't
girl?
know, but I'm in so.
Oh my god, we need a
so
whole
into
episode
it.
about it,
Okay.
bitch. Because bitch, this whole episode will be about it.
Yeah.
What did you make me today, Miss
Oh my
Kaaaye,
God.
for Miss Cafe?
Let me like shake it up a little bit. I found this drink on YouTube last night, so I can't really
Hello.
take credit.
Sorry, I'm testing the mic.
And I can't really take credit because it's not my recipe, but I was like, I want to try it. It looks so easy.
Okay.
This is like my version of the Pinky Drinky from
Pinky
Starbucks.
Drinkity.
So
Ooh.
it's coconut milk with strawberries and the cranberry juice.
Ooh.
I don't know. I like it. She ate.
Oh.
I was like trying it earlier. I was like, I made myself one too, a little tiny one. But she's really good.
Now this is fine dining. Miss
Yeah.
Kaaaye. This is fine dining. Wait, hold on.
Oh my god, and hey to the girl that recreated all my drinks, by the way. I
You said
love
last
that.
episode
Did I really?
Yes.
Oh my god, well, I'm saying it again because I really appreciate that.
Make that one.
Yeah. Yeah, can you make that one to see if you like it or not?
It was so cute. Do you have any tea for the week?
My tea is, have you seen the new Sabrina Carpenter and Dolly Parton collab?
Damn, this is our second week talking about Miss Sabrina Carpenter.
Is it really?
Yes, because we talked about how she was dating.
Oh,
the baseball
yes,
player,
yes.
This episode.
I'm just in love with her, I guess. And she just keeps coming out with
Yes.
things.
Yeah, I've seen. I haven't like seen fully yet.
Yeah.
Because I literally feel like I saw that this morning when I woke up.
The Please, Please, Please.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so amazing.
I haven't listened to it yet.
I just think Sabrina was like a younger version of Dolly.
Ugh, I know.
Yeah.
She's gonna be our generation's Dolly.
Yes.
Well, maybe not, but
Yeah, because she has
The
that
vibe.
big hair that,
I like how like Dolly like
do the nails
does
thing.
the nail songs. Speaking of girls coming together for a collab,
Who?
you asked me about it yesterday. The
Lisa, Doechii, and
Doechii
SZA.
and
No.
Doja.
Doja.
Love that song.
I do. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
I've heard it a couple times. Not really. I'm not saying I'm not living for it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, not my cup of tea
It's
right
a cute- it's a
as
cute
of right
song.
now.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Let's let it marinate,
That's how I felt with Don't Call Me Angel.
Yes.
You ain't
But then I'd be listening to
and
it
then I'd be
now.
listening
yeah.
to it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd be hate streaming it. I'm kidding.
And then singing it in your head.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the tea. Let me read today's entree. February 11th. Days feel like it's going by so fast. It's already Valentine's Day weekend. Today will also be Kat's Gallentine, and that should be very exciting. Me and my mans will also be spending our Valentine's Day / noon together tomorrow. Oh my god, girl. I wrote so tiny. Tomorrow. He said we're going to do a cutesy little picnic date and a sunset hike, which I'm really looking forward to. But in the daytime, my true Valentines will be Kat and Miss Kaaaye because we're going to film 2 episodes for the podcast. After that, me and Miss Kaaaye are going to be gone in Miami together, and it's going to be cutesy because last time I went, I was by myself. But why is there no direct flight to Miami to Hawaii? I guess because no one in... Girl, I wrote so tiny. I'm literally like... Let me repeat that. But why is there no direct flight from Miami to Hawaii? I guess because the weather and beach destinations are so similar. No one in Miami probably thinks about going to another warm beachy climate or vice versa. But I digress. On another note, tell me why I had to explain to my mans that you have to ask someone before Valentine's to ask them to be your Valentines. And he insists that the proper way to ask is on Valentine's Day. And I'm like, eye roll. So let's talk about it. Let's open the forum. Sorry for interrupting your program. This episode is brought to you by Tinder. Thank you so much, Tinder, for sponsoring today's video. It's February and love is in the air all month long. Don't wait around for it to fall in your lap, and you've got Tinder's first impression feature. Which reminds me, my boyfriend's over today. I should probably ask him what his first impression of me was. Let me go get him. All right, Papa, do you remember your first impression of me was on our first date? Not the one that we met 6 years ago.
My first impression was you were even more beautiful than I saw you the first time. You definitely had a glow up. We'd both had glow ups, and you look like a more mature, more attractive human being than when I had met you the first time.
Period. Oh my God, girl. You want to make me cry so bad. Well, if you must know, my first impression of you was, he cute or whatever. But anyway, enough of the mushy stuff, girl. I am so sorry about that. Back to Tinder. You can now send messages before you even match, whether it's calling out their taste in music, hyping up their adventure pics, or dropping funny lines they won't forget. It's low pressure and an easy way to put yourself out there. This is your month to make romance happen. And there's no better place than Tinder for all the possibilities. Whether it's meeting someone new or finding someone to share late night memes with, Tinder makes it easier than ever before. Explore all the possibilities for yourself. Tinder. It starts with a swipe. Download Tinder today. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt your program. This video is sponsored by Seed. Thank you so much, Seed, for sponsoring today's video. Now, as you guys know, I've been taking Seed, DSO1 to be exact, for the past 2 months now, and I cannot recommend it enough. I recommended it to my assistant Kat recently because she has been trying out this new diet that she's been on, and I told her, girl, if you're already doing a little cleanse/detox, you might as well pair it with Seed. DSO1 is a clinically validated 2-in-1 probiotic and prebiotic formulated with 24 strains that support your entire body. As I was saying, back to me, I have been taking DSO1 for the past 2 months now in pair with my 75 hard, and because I was truly struggling with my gut health. Why? Because I drink coffee so much. I drink coffee more than I drink water, honestly. I was getting so bad to a point where I would probably have 2 cups of coffee in me before I even have my breakfast. And as you guys know, even just the scent of coffee makes me do the runs in the morning, girl. And it's not a pretty view. And since I gave up coffee for 75 hard, paired that with Seed, girl, I swear I have a whole new tummy. It's pretty healthy in there. And I have less episodes. And honestly, I'm less bloated even. I have been truly recommending this to everyone. Princess, my cousin Jorly, Miss Kaaaye, everybody, you guys. And I also love how pretty the pills are. It's like this green translucent color. It's so cute. Ready to experience a probiotic that actually works? Go to seed.com/thebaddest and use code 25thebaddest to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DSO1 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/thebaddest, code 25thebaddest. Again, that's seed.com/thebaddest, code 25thebaddest. Now let's get back to the video. And we're back. Miss Kat is also back from walking the doggies. What was your question?
Do you have a Valentine?
Yes, I do have a Valentine because of that conversation.
Yeah.
I literally told my man, I'm like, when are you gonna ask me to be your Valentine? I know you be seeing those clips on TikTok of me complaining about not having a Valentine. And he's like, babe, nobody asked to be your Valentine before Valentine. People usually ask on Valentine's Day.
Is that a thing though?
And I'm
crazy.
like, no, it's not. And then he was like, well, remember in school when people would ask you to be your Valentine on Valentine? I'm like, no, because first of all, I was never asked to be someone's Valentine.
Yeah.
But still, even when I was watching my girlfriends get asked, they were asked prior to Valentine.
Yeah.
And then you celebrate Valentine's together. And he insists that he's gonna ask me on Valentine. And I'm like, well, what if Miss Kaaaye or Nikki, my bestie, asked me to be her Valentine on Valentine's Day? Then I'm gonna have to tell you no. I mean, before Valentine's Day. Then I'm gonna have to tell you no on Valentine. Because
Exactly. What if you had plans already with somebody else?
yeah, I could be like, oh my God, Miss Nikki already asked me last week. Sorry, I have a Valentine's Day already.
You guys have plans.
Also, and then you need time to prepare, buy gifts.
Exactly.
You
Plan
snooze,
things.
you lose.
Yeah.
So I don't visualize this, but we were both sitting, and I literally sat on his lap, and I'm like, you're gonna ask me right now to be your Valentine. Like, I had to straddle this man and be like, you're gonna ask me right now.
Now you're feeling left out.
Because I'm literally, because everyone's like talking about what they're gonna do on Valentine, and I'm like, I have yet to be asked.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because a part of me thought like, okay, maybe he's just probably thinking like I'm gonna automatically be his Valentine, which is a fair thought, I guess.
Because
But I'm like, if this is our first Valentine's Day together, and you're
You
not
need to
gonna
ask
ask me
me.
to be my Valentine, like I might have something to say.
But it's like down the road, you can get more chill with it and not make it.
Oh
so...
yes, but girl, not our first
Exactly.
Valentine, bitch. You're not about to ask me on
Valentine's
Day.
Day.
Exactly.
What if he had like a whole thing prepared for you that day, asking you?
Then I don't care because Nikki had already asked me
Yeah.
last week.
He should have moved the dates a little back a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
That's so funny. I never really thought about that.
What?
If it's like if you have to ask someone on Valentine's Day or prior to that.
I think it was a forced thing as kids. No, like I was homeschooled, so I think in the school you're kind of like told like, okay, bring your things, ask people to be your Valentine. On Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
But girl, do I look like I'm in 5th grade?
No.
Literally.
No,
Exactly.
you're not.
I'm just kidding. But yes, me and Justice are going to have a little picnic. I did get the miscommunication a little bit because I thought he said a sunrise hike.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, girl, morning hike. But he meant
It's
sunset.
sunset.
That's why I put in my book sunrise.
Yeah.
Um,
It's gonna be cute, but it's raining.
I know. I hope it doesn't rain.
It's
I would
gonna-
literally be so bad. Man.
You guys, I've
We're
noticed.
not hiking on this side of the island.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh,
At
then I don't
Windward?
even know if that makes it even any
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll get pics.
But honestly, I feel like the best times to go on a sunset hike is after it's raining.
After it rained.
I feel like those are always pretty sunsets.
Yes, because the colors comes out, the blue, pinks. 'Cause of
Yeah,
the
also I
clouds.
feel like the weather is not so bad either.
Yeah,
like,
no.
it's not dry.
Yeah.
It's like, evaporated water. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
wet, warm.
Evaporate water.
Speaking of my Valentine, what are you doing after this?
I'm actually gonna go on a dinner with a group of my friends.
Ooh.
You really
Ooh.
thought I was gonna say it's someone.
Okay, a group of friends?
Yes. We kind of just decided to be like each other's Valentines just because like we were like, I'm not really doing anything.
Speaking of each other's Valentine, we had Gallentines last night.
Yes.
Which we are renaming Catlentine.
Catlentines. It was amazing.
It was so
Really?
fun.
I was full after the starter.
Really?
No, literally. I mean, we all should have listened to Kat. She
Yeah.
did say, don't be eating too much because this is just the appetizer.
Girl, I ate
I'm
that.
like, girl, not the fukuchi.
Yes, and the tomato bisque. Oh my god, the tomato
Tomato
bisque
bisque was
last
tomato
night.
biscuit.
Really?
Amazing.
It was so good.
Yay.
I remembered you went around asking us what our favorites were.
Oh yeah. What were
My
they?
favorite is still the same. I love the ox. Oh my god.
The oxtail one.
I love the oxtail one, which was the last one.
Yeah.
And I had swore I was like done by the first course, but I saw the oxtail and girl, I was like eating so much. I
Yeah.
ate two.
You had a whole plate.
And I had to go.
Yeah.
And Kat made me my favorite dessert,
Which is
creme brulee.
It was dairy
Lactase
free.
free.
How'd you do
Lactase-free,
it this
lactose-free.
time?
I just used the heavy cream, but the dairy free one, like by the Silk brand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was really good.
That's so.
What was your favorite thing that Kat?
I really like the tomato bisque. I'm not gonna lie, because I love
Really?
tomato bisque for I don't know random reason.
And I like the eggplant.
Really?
Yes, the
That's-
eggplant was really good.
Yeah.
That was my
Yes.
first time. So I'll just tell people what I made. So the starter course was a roasted red pepper and tomato bisque with
Yeah.
focaccia
Uh-huh.
and a watermelon tomato caprese salad. And then the second course was a vodka pasta.
We will pop pictures here as Kat is talking.
Oh, period. The second course was a vodka pasta with
Amazing.
it was chicken cutlets and then
Oh, I
eggplant
forgot
cutlets.
about the vodka
The-
pasta.
Yeah.
The
It was
chicken
the
cutlet
perfect
was really
spice.
good too.
Bretman had his own like every course. It was like Bretman had
Every
his own
time Kat
special
would
thing.
present it, she'd be like, "This is for Brat," and everyone would look at me like I'm a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kat, just say lactose free. Like I'm not the only one.
Cat's like, no one touched this. This is for Brett only.
And
Everyone else
everyone's like-
here.
No,
but everyone else wanted to try yours.
Yeah, no. And
I don't know why.
I will say mine's is better. Like,
Yeah. No, the vodka pasta that you made last night tastes exactly the same. But I can say that the other one was creamier than Brett's one, but it's literally the same.
Yeah. It was cutesy. But the last course that Brett was talking about, his favorite, was braised short ribs and braised oxtail with mashed potatoes. And it was like in a really like gravy, mushroom, onion mix.
I didn't see you eat anything, but what was your favorite thing you made or ate?
I really liked what you said, the oxtail one. I thought it was really yummy and
you
rich.
were like, I put my katusi in there.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Her busty bakes.
And then all the baking, all the desserts, there were so many.
I know. How the hell did you do that in one day?
Well, I prepped. Like, I finished desserts it was yesterday, so I finished desserts like 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Okay, because sometimes, like, Kat will, like, obviously end work, and I'm like, why are you still here? And she's, like, on the corner of the living room, like, jotting things down, and I'm like, girl, go home. It's, like, 9.
I have to, like, write things down in lists, or my brain, like, it feels really, like, messy and jumbled. So I have to physically write it down so I can, like, see it, and it helps me.
Yeah.
I feel like your events are getting just better and better. Like,
I hope so.
Time.
Get in there. Yeah, she's going to be a caterer.
By the time I'm a housewife, like a real one, I'm going to be, like, expert.
Oh, I can't wait for you and, like, you throwing your kid's birthday party.
Wait, Kat, what are you doing for Valentine's?
I might go someone's house and make them dinner, or I might just go home. I don't know yet. I was invited to, but I don't know if I want to do that for them. My roommates, the lesbians, they asked me to go with them, and I was like, I do not want to go with y'all.
I don't want to be third wheeling on Valentine's Day.
I'm like, I'm good, y'all.
Speaking of the lesbians, oh my God, Jeanette would be so fun on the podcast.
Yeah, she would.
Also, one of my longest friends.
Besties.
Yes.
Yeah. And when we say, some people look at me weird when I say the lesbians. It's just like a funny thing we call Jeanette and Rin, who are my roommates.
Yes.
Jeanette's Bretman's bestie. So it's like, it's not mean guys.
Yeah, girl, that's my lesbie.
Yeah.
And then we have the gays.
Yeah.
And then the fishes.
The teas. You guys,
we don't call y'all the teas. We call you the fishes. Don't
Brett's friends are literally LGBTQ.
I don't got no straight friends.
Yes.
Kat ain't even straight.
I'm
Kat's a bee. She's a busy bee. Girl.
Yeah. I'm dead.
Yeah, I really don't have straight friends.
No, you do not. But you have allies.
Yeah, and
Very
if they
much.
are straight, they're allies or questioning.
Like,
I'm kidding.
Jazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, Jazzy's a gay man.
That is a gay man.
I swear.
She is a gay man. But I can't wait to go on our Miami trip. It's gonna be
fun. Speaking of, what are we gonna do? Oh wait, we're not. I can't even say what we're gonna do. But I can't wait. We haven't gone in a Bretman and Miss Kaaaye trip in a minute.
I know. I was so like.
But we're busy, girl.
I know.
We don't want to say where we're going yet. Well, we're going to Miami, but after Miami, because we don't want to jinx it.
Oh my god. I just got it. Oh my god. We are gonna go to that trip. And I've been telling everybody I'm going.
If you guys ever see us pre-filming like 5-10 episodes, mind your business. Mind your business. Just
we won't be here.
We're getting ready to travel. I think it's just like kind of like your boy theory. Like I don't want to jinx anything yet because also I'm still waiting for my passport to come in. So like,
I was talking to the embassy earlier. They said your passport is gonna be here tomorrow.
Period. She said, "Hi, I'm actually Miss Kaaaye."
Yeah,
the Miss Kaaaye.
Yeah.
But when I get my passport and when the flights are booked, that trip will be our personality, bitch. I'm not jinxing it, bitch. I'm not jinxing it because last time I thought I was going home, I didn't.
It got pushed back a year later.
And that's the one what is it? One clue that we'll give. Anyways, Miami's gonna be really fun.
I know. I'm so excited. I've never been.
Well, I said that on the my diary, but can you believe there's no direct flights from Miami to Hawaii ever?
I don't know why. Because it's the same distance from here to New York.
New York. It's 10 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's
that's kind of weird.
No?
I think it's just like I said, I think it's because the weather and the beaches are the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like redundant if you go.
And I like we know a lot of people here, like, and then they're always like, "Oh, we're gonna go travel." It's like, "Oh, where are you going?" They never say Miami.
No one says Miami. Girl.
Yeah, they're always like California
Yeah.
or like somewhere or along
York.
the coastline.
Yeah. And then you're gonna see my LA apartment.
I know, I can't wait. I
Girl,
was watching
yes.
your tour video on your Instagram, and it looks amazing.
You've been in that one though.
Yes, I have, but not the full
The full fantasy.
Yeah, the newly furnished one.
You're gonna love it. Wait, just to go back, me and Miss Cat went. Well, not me and Miss Cat. I went. Miss Cat drove. me.
Yeah.
Got our passports taken.
I
I keep saying our, like you were there. Like
It was easy, huh?
It really was. I literally called Miss K 5 different times.
Times,
Literally.
5
yes.
different days just to explain me the same exact
Yeah.
thing she explained to me from the very first call. I'm like, it's just because like I need it now because
Yeah.
we can't book our flights with or get my work visa
Without your
work license. I mean work permit without my ticket or my passport.
Yeah.
So, girl, thank you for helping with that, and
Of
I hope. And if it does not take 2 weeks, I swear.
I swear to God,
not
mine
coming
took
with
2
me.
weeks, and I didn't even pay for the expedited like you did. So
They said it could be sooner because it just goes to Honolulu.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know we print our
Neither
own
did I.
passports in Hawaii.
yeah, it's in town. Do you guys didn't know that?
No.
No, because from my team, we had a different way of doing it, and I had to send it out to LA.
Yeah.
And that was going to take a week. And I was like, well, it's going to take another week to get an appointment for that week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's going to turn out 2 weeks anyways,
Yeah.
regardless of
Yeah.
what we do. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's right next to the Iolani Palace in front of it.
I
The
didn't,
post office there.
where did you take your passport photo? I don't know why this is a conversation I really want to have, but we're going to talk about
Oh,
it.
I seen your get ready with me going there.
Yes.
With your 3, I was like, how is this guy getting 3 different going to 3
Because
different
the last time
places?
I did it, we had sent it out, and
Yeah.
then they sent it back, and they were like, your passport photo is not approved, and I just didn't want to waste my time again this time
Yeah.
and taking my own photo, so I was like, I'm just gonna go to all of the places
Yes.
I could go. I know the best lighting is Staples, but
yeah.
girl, I live in like the boomies in Hawaii. Like I'm not driving to town for a photo. Like no, girl. So I just went to a Walmart, CVS, and
Longs.
No, UPS.
Oh, you didn't go Longs?
Well, Longs is CVS.
Oh.
I just said Longs because whenever I say Longs, the
People
mainland
is like,
people are like, "What is
what's-
Longs?"
Okay.
It's our CVS.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I went to CVS on mine. They have great lighting there. I'm not gonna lie.
The one in Kapolei.
Yeah, no, the one in Neva Beach.
Oh, the one in Kapolei had good lighting too.
Really?
Because that's the one I ended up going with.
Yeah, I like that lighting because it's like right next to the door where they took the photo, so it's like
Oh, period.
Ambient light.
yeah,
I'm
natural lighting.
I low-key wanted to like ask them if they could like step back and then zoom in.
Like the zoom in.
Yeah, like cause when they're girl,
They were
especially
like
Walmart,
up close.
Yeah.
they were like in my face, and it makes you look like a fishbowl like look, and I'm like, girl, took 2 steps back
Yeah.
and zoom in.
I don't think they have a. Oh no, because they have a good camera too.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, it's a
have
camera.
cameras.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
digital camera.
Yeah.
There's some pixels in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. And please, if you're listening to this and you have my passport, please send it now.
What did you get? I always ask this to people because whenever they get their passport, there's 3 different things you can get: the hard copy, the paper copy, and the passport ID.
I got the hard copy and the passport ID.
Wow,
Of course,
she's
girl.
fancy.
I have never been to any brand trip.
Yeah.
I've only been into one, and I was only allowed in that one because it was in Kauai.
Why? Yeah, it's across the island.
But I've never been into any like proper brand trip ever, and I'm excited. I'm also just excited to not get detained at airports.
Yes.
I
All
mean,
the way.
yeah, we talk about this all the time, but yeah.
You'll feel my freedomness after going to a line for like what 10 minutes out the
Yeah.
airport.
Period.
Wait, so you said brand trip. Is there a brand trip you've always like wanted to go on?
Well, I wanted to go to. I remembered one time I was supposed to go to Bora Bora
For Tatcha?
for
Oh.
Tart.
Tart.
Also, can I share something? I just want to share this because I got a cutesy little message from my neighbor. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I always joke around about how I don't have neighbors, but I really do have neighbors.
Yeah.
And I'm only reading this, or I thought of reading this because you guys know the type of neighbors I came from.
Yeah.
if you guys are familiar with 2019, 2020 Bretman Rock content, a lot of it had to do with my annoying
neighbors,
homophobic, racist ass neighbors. You know, so she's been through it. But I got a cutesy little message from the wife.
Yeah.
She goes, "Good morning. It probably doesn't need to be said because you likely already guessed this about us. But in the current political climate, I thought it was important to state we, and our kids included, don't with transphobia, homophobia, or any of it. And we don't with hate or fear of immigrants, legal or illegal. No need to answer. It was just weighing on my heart to share."
Aww.
That's so sweet.
That's so sweet.
Right? And I obviously I had to reply.
And the fact that she was thinking about you.
Yeah.
Right, because they know,
Yeah.
they know, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I go, "Aw, this is so nice. Okay. Mahalo nui, this is so warm. But you're right. I never once thought you guys were those kind of people. It's such a scary time to be different right now. I recently became a U.S. citizen last week, and I actually feel such a weight off my shoulder. Thank you again for reaching out, and you have no idea how happy my rainbow heart feels."
Aww.
I was like, oh my God.
I would have cried.
These are
That's
my
so
neighbors.
sweet.
Like, they love and celebrate me.
Yeah. Just supporting you.
Yeah, I
Letting-
really only have one neighbor that, not necessarily like we're fighting or anything, but like, I just know we're not birds of the same feather.
Yeah,
Lord, he
yes.
stands.
We was not of the same, like,
Yes.
you know, and I think it started because of you. Not because of you, because like, you were coming in, and then, remember at the security shack?
Oh my gosh,
That
yes.
girl. Would you like to tell the audience?
Oh my god, you guys. So I've been coming to Brett's house, and then the security knows me.
You were still my assistant at the time.
Yes,
too,
yes.
very
I
much.
was like very much deep in there, and we were driving back from the show, I think, from
Yes.
filming, and then we were coming back, and then we were right at the gate, and then as soon as like I got to where the security was, she comes right next to me, and she was like, "What are you doing? You're it, whatever, something like that." She was
What
calling
is-
me
yeah,
it,
yeah,
this and
very-
that, and just like cursing at me, and I'm like, "What did I do?" She's like, "You can't go in there," and I'm like, "No, I can," and I'm going.
What?
Yes,
We live here.
and she
and-
came out of nowhere, like out of
Yeah.
nowhere. She just pulled up in her little golf cart right next to our, and then she just started pointing at me,
What?
yelling at the guards
hell?
and me, and I was like, "What is
That's
happening?"
crazy.
She's like that to all the neighbors, and I actually ended up having, because not only because obviously I'm a fight for Miss K,
Yes.
obviously, because that's not cute. And I had already came from a neighborhood that like literally would always question how I could even afford my house.
Yeah.
Literally, my first day living there is like my neighbor asked me for my paperwork of my house and how I could afford and own
Yes.
it, and I showed it to her. That's for my last neighbor. So I was like, I don't with that. I worked my ass off. Yes, I am young, and yes, I live in an expensive neighborhood. But girl, you don't get to decipher like
Yes.
what I can and cannot afford, and what someone that lives here should look like.
Yeah, we literally live in like 20th century. Anybody can be rich nowadays.
Yes.
You can be literally 5 years old. Like, there was that one YouTuber, what, Ryan, I think his
he
name.
made 40 million when I was
Yes,
10 years
and
old. I'm
he
like,
was
girl.
10.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you can't really judge.
But anyways, she's the only one that we really
Yeah.
don't fuck with, and I'm thriving. I barely see her.
Yeah, I haven't seen her actually.
Yeah, and I still don't respect her. I'm sorry,
Parents.
but yeah,
No, but I was saying, I think the most cuntiest thing that we've ever done towards your neighbor, your old neighbors, was when they came over, knocked on your door, and they were like, "Can we speak to your parents?"
yeah.
And you were like, "No, I live here by myself."
And what'd they say?
And
how? She was like, how could you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, because I can, and I'm 19.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a video. I don't remember what it was like around that time where people were like, "Whose cars are those?" And you were like, "Those are both my cars." And you grabbed your keys and you were like setting them off, and you're like, "They're both my cars."
Yes. No, literally, it was like to the point where like they would come to Brett's house. If one of us just drives down that road, they would knock in Brett's house and was like, "Who was speeding? Who was just speeding right here down the road?" And I was like, "How do you know it was us?"
He did not like the fact that I had the nicest car in the block.
Yes.
What?
Because I
And
remembered I had a AMG Mercedes top down.
Yes.
I don't know what the car he had, but I could tell he was really into cars.
Yeah. And that car was kind of loud, even without going fast. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially when
really?
you turn it on.
Yeah.
But this man literally called the cops on me, saying that I was speeding down the driveway. I mean, just like in our street.
Yeah.
And then the cop comes to my house. This is like the third time the cop had to come to
Yes.
my house. And he was like, I'm sorry, I have to do this. It's just a protocol. One of your neighbors called saying you were speeding. I personally don't believe it because also you can't call someone for speeding because does he have a speedometer?
Yeah.
Literally.
And thank God my car actually, like kind of like Tesla, it tells you where you went, how fast you were going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I showed the cop, literally the data of the car, of like
Yes.
how fast I was going in that street. The street limit was literally like 15 miles per hour. I was going 8. 8. Girl, I might as well walk. Like I can walk faster than that. He was like, and it tracked it. He's like, from this to here, you were going 8 to 10 miles per
Yeah.
hour, and the speed limit is 15.
15. You were going under the speed limit.
That's crazy.
So yeah, there will be like instances like that. It was like,
And mind you, and then on Halloween, he wants to come knocking on my house, talking about, can you paint me as a clown? You already look like a clown.
yeah, no.
What?
I remember that.
That man that would call the cop all the fucking time on me, knocks on my door. Can you paint me like a clown? Damn, I could do a whole episode of how living
Your
in that
neighbors.
girl
Just
with the
your
cameras
neighbors.
pointed at me. Like now, girl, my neighbors are like, left you some mangoes at the driveway.
Yeah.
I left some
Mhm.
bananas for you.
Which is like you just came from like what we were talking about like earlier, like a yin and yang kind of thing
Very much
situation.
yin and yang,
Mhm.
bitch.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I feel like in 2020, you just blessed up in so many ways.
Oh yeah,
New neighbors.
New neighbor, new
No.
house.
new
No.
people.
Got rid of a boyfriend.
I
Got-
think you got rid of a lot of toxic people in your life. That's
Yeah.
probably
It
why
was
you're
that
like
damn Moldavite.
yeah. I think it's,
It was that damn Moldavite I bought. Remember in
yeah.
2020 and TikTok was talking about Moldavite. It's so fucking crazy. I don't know if my phone heard that I got a Moldavite, but I'd gone to this was still like COVID,
yeah.
but I was really close with my Krista girl, and she would send me pictures of like things that that crystals that she had
Yeah.
coming in because she still had to make her money, and she
Yeah.
was like, oh, like I'm really struggling like right now because the shop is closed, but let me know if you like any of these crystals. And she was showing me crystals, and I saw a Moldavite. I didn't see like the Moldavite videos yet on TikTok, so I was like, oh my god, I love this like green one. It looks like glass. I was like literally like, it looks like a Heineken glass.
Yeah.
Like at the beach. So I got it. A couple days later, I started seeing Moldavite videos on TikTok about like, oh, when you get a Moldavite, people that you love will start walking away from your life that no longer serves you purpose. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And at the time, girl, you know me. I already
Yes.
fucking was
In deep with the crystals.
deep in the crystals, but also I was also like starting to pray for like my ex to
Oh
leave.
yeah, to leave. Yes.
I literally was so over my ex. I was like, please give him the strength to leave me.
Give him the strength.
Girl, because I give him the strength because I couldn't have the
Yeah.
strength to walk away. I was a weak
Same.
bitch.
Same.
I'm like, give him the strength to break up with me one more time, please, and I will not chase after him again, please.
Why is that mean?
And he walked away by himself.
And he walked the fuck
He
away.
literally was like, "I'm moving out."
And then I literally moved out of that house, what, 2 weeks?
A month later.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Period.
that
A month
whole
later, yeah.
that from the time they broke up and then the time we got the house, that's when we're like looking for
Mm-hmm.
houses.
And my
Period.
whole life changed.
Yeah.
Like the MTV show.
Yeah.
I wrote a book. Like, bitch, my
As
whole
soon
life
as you got
fucking-
here.
As soon as I got that Moldavite. Don't get a Moldavite until you're ready, but also you give the Moldavite the power.
Let it choose you, like how
Mm-hmm.
it chose you.
Should we do products of the day?
Of course.
Oh my gosh. Period. Kiefer, today is the 28th. Can you believe February?
Month. Is it leap year?
No.
No.
Oh.
Why
That's
is
every
there
4
only
years.
28 days in February, Kat? Can you Google it?
It's to balance out the earth because sometimes there's a days where there's a half, so we need a day, one day extra to make it a full 365.
Girl, you're talking about leap year.
Yeah.
I'm talking about why there's a 28 days in February and everything else has 30 and 31.
Oh.
Is there ever an explanation?
The Romans believed even numbers were unlucky.
But
Huh?
That doesn't really tell you.
But July ends in 31.
Yeah.
October ends in a 31.
Yeah.
Well, I guess leave it down below.
If you guys know what it is, let us know. I'm kind of curious, actually.
Okay, my product of the week is the Sol de Janeiro Che Rosa 71 body cream. I love this one so much.
I love Sol de Janeiro.
It's the one I'm
Same.
wearing today. And I like it because it has very...
Is that why you're very glittery?
Yes, it has glitter. I was going to say it has
Ooh.
glitter in it. And it smells very like dulce de leche. Like very
Ooh.
gourmand-y. I think you...
Gourmand?
You're not really a gourmand girl, but... But Kat, I feel like
I'm
Kat
glad
would
you like
appreciate
it. I'm just kidding.
No, I really like it. I love the little specks it gives. Yeah, I like it.
You know,
wanna
there-
smell it?
Yeah.
Do you know that one time you was like,
Oh.
do you know that one time you texted me like, hey, did you use my Sephora card?
Yeah.
My points. I wanted to use it because they had that so Genero on the rewards, and it was like a pack of the little mini ones.
Oh.
And I was like, I really want that one.
Did we not talk about that? Oh, yeah, no, we talked
No.
about that on the pod already.
Did we?
I
There
don't
was
think
this
so.
one time I was checking my emails, and then it said, your card has been used in this location. And I was in LA.
Yeah.
I was in Hawaii. So I text Kat. I'm like, oh, Kat, did you get the gifts for... Because I thought you were getting gifts for people.
Yeah.
Because we had talked about you going to Sephora to get gifts. And then she's like, no, I haven't gone yet. And I'm like, well, who would have gone to Waikele Sephora?
Brett was a fucking FBI.
FBI, babe.
And then until I texted him.
So me, I'm like, girl, I gotta get in the bottom of this because who the fuck is using my Sephora card?
Yeah.
Because also I saw like, I think it was Trisha Paytas, like people using her
Yeah.
Sephora card to like get things. So I didn't want to get. I was like, bitch, someone's stealing my identity. And so I called them, and then they were like, oh, it's Miss K. And I'm like, oh my god, that bitch.
Yeah.
Which I don't really care because I don't use my points anyway. You know that, but I was like, you need to tell me because I'm out here
Freaking out.
tracking down who the fuck is using my.
I was
my
like, oops,
points.
I'm sorry. No, but yeah, it was because of the Sol General. I just wanted the little tiny ones. And I use it as like a little travel mini whenever I go out.
Smart.
Or you can refill it too.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
smart.
Smart.
You know me. Yeah.
But I'm glad that you said that you don't use your Sephora gift cards because your Sephora points because you have enough points to get me, myself, and I $100 gift card.
I hate you.
They don't do that. They only do that on Sephora.
.com. And you can
She
use it
checked
in store.
already? She checked already?
No, you know who told me? The workers, because they were like, "Oh my God, he has a lot
yes.
of points."
No, you're right. Because I saw, I think it was one of those like I just got fired off Sephora, so let me tell y'all some
Period.
Yeah.
tricks. or
Yes,
something like
yes. And then they were telling me that, and I was like, "Oh, really?"
that. But you can only do it on a certain like during Sephora.
No,
week.
you can do it anytime as long as
Oh,
you have
really?
your enough points. You can.
Oh, okay.
Period.
What
But-
was that?
Okay, so my product of the week is I've been using this because, you guys, I got fillers on my lip and I don't want to use like wipes. So it's a cleansing oil cotton swab. So I use it to take off my lip
Oh.
makeup whenever it gets on it. And I love it. It works amazing.
Cleansing oil. Oh, cute.
Yeah, you need to try one here.
What is it? Like to clean off like.
Yes, you know how like sometimes you get like makeup on your lip and you
Yeah.
like rub it off? Since I can't rub mine
Where did you
off.
get this?
I got it at Daiso.
Oh, period.
Oh.
Wait, I just need one.
It's a gray cleansing oil.
Oh, it has it already?
Yeah, it's inside the tip. That one.
That's so nice.
And then that one is the dry part, so you can like take it off.
That's so smart.
That's
Yeah.
smarty. Okay, Miss K. Very much like clean up eyeliner.
Yes, yes.
vibes.
And it works amazing.
Period.
And I didn't know I had this until now, but I had it for like at least a year and it still works.
Period.
Oh, love that. Miss Kaylee, where can they find you, girl?
You guys can find me at MISKAAY on any platforms.
And you already know a bad bitch when you see one. It's
Yeah.
the baddest. Bretman Rock at every social media there ever is or was. And everything. And make sure you guys subscribe to the Baddest Radio. Give it the best ratings ever. And I will see you guys on the next week's episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.